everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, you're probably asking one big question. What's new for the 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 3500HD? The heavy-duty pickup that's built to tow big trailers, haul heavy payloads, and tame tough worksite days with a smile. Today we're taking a close, in-depth look at what we know so far, what we expect to change for the 2026 model year, and what that could mean for you whether you're a fleet buyer, a contractor, or a weekend warrior who likes to pack a ton of gear into a bed and a hitch. Sit tight, because we're going to cover design, powertrains, chassis, technology, interior, capability, and what this truck means in the competitive HD segment. Camera opens with a wide shot of a Silverado 3500HD gleaming in the sun, a bed full of gear, a gooseneck trailer in the distance. The host steps into frame beside the truck. First impressions and what we're watching for. The Chevrolet Silverado 3500HD is Chevrolet's heavy-duty workhorse, designed to handle the most demanding tasks with a sense of refinement you don't always see in a truck this capable. For the 2026 model year, we expect Chevrolet to lean on its familiar HD formula. Strong, proven metal underpinnings, a choice of gasoline and diesel powertrains, and interiors that get more tech without sacrificing simplicity. What we'll be looking for from Chevrolet is a blend of rugged capability with incremental improvements in comfort, technology, and efficiency. Exterior and design cues. If you've seen Silverado HDs in recent years, you'll recognize the grille, the bold front fascia, and the tall, confident stance. For the 2026 version, the design language is likely to stay true to that DNA, while Chevrolet often refreshes trim details, lighting graphics, and available finishing touches mid-cycle. Expect the big cues we've come to rely on. A sturdy, practical frame that stays true to its job site roots, combined with a refined look that doesn't scream overbuilt, but instead says, "I'm here to work, and I'm comfortable doing it in style." Important design updates to watch for could include a refreshed grille and headlight design that still emphasizes function and durability but adds more modern LED graphics. New paint options and some subtle trim updates across higher trims to distinguish 2026 from earlier years. Continuation of Chevrolet's practical bed features, which might include improved bed lighting, tie-down anchors, and perhaps additional cargo management hooks or storage solutions integrated into the bed rails. Optional features that improve usability, like a better integrated tailgate step or a more robust bed access system, if GM follows the latest HD pattern. Underneath that familiar sheet metal, the chassis and frame are what really matter for a 3500 HD. These trucks are built to resist flexing under load, with a heavy-duty suspension that's tuned for both highway comfort and off-road or off-road-like job site work. The 3500HD's front end and rear suspension are designed to keep tires planted and the load stable, even when you're pushing a trailer into a tight dock or negotiating a rough access road. Powertrains. What we know and what we expect. Powertrain is the heart of any heavy-duty pickup, and the Silverado 3500HD has long offered a choice between a gasoline V8 and a turbocharged diesel V8. For the 2026 model year, look for the same two-path approach, but with Chevrolet giving a careful nod to efficiency, responsiveness, and reliability at higher workloads. Gasoline option. A robust V8 that has traditionally balanced power with smooth, steady delivery. It's the engine you pick if you want straightforward performance and strong on-road manners for highway commutes, business trips, and light to moderate heavy work when you're not towing at the absolute maximum. Duramax turbo diesel option. The diesel is the torque king in the HD segment. In past generations, the Duramax has delivered serious low-end torque for pulling heavy trailers and negotiating steep grades, with a transmission that's tuned to maximize that pulling power while preserving long-term durability on job sites and long hauls alike. We should expect the Duramax-equipped 3500HD to be the preferred choice for most buyers who actually tow large trailers, plates, or heavy loads regularly. Diesel torque, paired with a heavy-duty Allison 10-speed or a similar transmission, tends to deliver better sustained pulling power, better low-end response at low speeds, and strong efficiency under load. Chevrolet has historically paired these engines with deep gearing, robust cooling, and a cooling system designed to keep temperatures stable under heavy use. A few things to note about powertrains that matter in real life. Transmission tuning. Heavy-duty GM trucks often use transmissions that prioritize controllability in towing situations, with modes or configurations that help you manage downhill braking, engine braking, and trailer sway in a predictable way. Towing and payload configuration. Different axle ratios and different rear suspension setups can dramatically affect how the truck feels when you're hauling or towing. We'll want to see how Chevy tunes the ratio options and how the available packages affect the feel of the HD on the job. Fuel economy versus capability. The diesel typically delivers better fuel economy at highway speeds and when pulling heavy loads on grade, while the gas engine might be more convenient for front work tasks or shorter highway commutes. Expect Chevrolet to keep offering both choices, with perhaps some updates to exhaust treatment and thermal management to improve efficiency or meet future emissions standards. Let's talk capability in a practical sense. When you're picking a heavy-duty truck, capability isn't just about peak numbers. It's about how the truck behaves under real-world workloads. Towing and payload behavior. The Silverado 3500HD has a reputation for hauling very heavy payloads while still providing a stable, predictable feel behind the wheel. The key is a chassis that doesn't get out of shape when you're loaded up, a suspension that keeps the truck level under load, and a drivetrain that remains responsive without twitchiness. Hitch and trailer prep. Expect continuing support for gooseneck and fifth wheel configurations, integrated trailer brake control, and a range of hitch options that make it easier to connect and monitor your load. If GM follows the HD playbook, you'll likely see improved trailer cameras, better wiring integration, and perhaps more configurable trailer controls, all designed to help you stay in command when the trailer sways or when you're lining up for a tight docking moment. Braking and stability. Heavy-duty trucks benefit from robust braking systems and stability technologies that help maintain control with heavy towed loads. We'll look for advanced features such as trailer sway control, hill descent grade braking modes for steep loading yards, and a robust chassis that makes downhill descents predictable and controllable. Interior and technology. Comfort meets capability. Inside, the Silverado HD has historically prioritized durability and practicality, while gradually adding more modern tech. For 2026, expect improvements in several areas. Infotainment. A responsive touchscreen with the latest Chevrolet software, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a premium sound system on higher trims. The goal is to keep the interface intuitive for work sites and on the highway, with quick access to navigation, trailer controls, and vehicle settings. Connectivity. The USB-C ports, wireless charging, and integrated hotspot are standard in modern Chevrolet trucks. For work crews and fleet managers, there may be enhancements in telematics, vehicle health reporting, and driver assist tech that can be configured for multiple units from a central dashboard. Seating and comfort. The HD cabins tend to favor supportive seats, durable materials, and enough space to keep crew comfortable on long days. Expect improved insulation and potentially quieter ride, even when you're pulling a heavy load or driving on rough pavement. Safety and driver assistance systems. Safety tech is increasingly a baseline expectation even in work trucks. In the 2026 Silverado 3500HD, you'll likely see a suite of driver assist features designed to reduce fatigue and increase confidence on long hauls or job site drives. Think adaptive cruise control with follow, lane keeping assist tailored for trucks, and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. A wide-angle or 360-degree camera system that makes aligning with trailers and docking at a site safer and easier, especially when you're working with limited visibility in tight spaces. Trailer-specific technology such as a brake controller, trailer light tests, and perhaps more advanced trailer camera integration to help you monitor the setup from inside the cab. Trim levels, pricing, and what that means for you. Chevrolet's HD lineup usually spans a few key trims, such as Work Truck WT, LT, LTZ, and High Country. The 3500HD often augments with rugged utility in the lower trims, and offers more premium features as you move up. The 2026 model year will likely follow a similar structure, though Chevrolet could refresh certain trims with new standard equipment packs, optional tech bundles, or improved cabin materials. If you're considering a 3500HD for fleet duty or construction work, look for a base or mid-trim that focuses on durability and essential capability at a lower price point. A mid to high trim that adds more comfort features, larger screens, premium seating surfaces, and enhanced driver assistance. A top-tier trim that emphasizes luxury touches, premium interior materials, advanced tech for fleet management, and perhaps unique chrome or styling packages that set it apart visually. Reality of competition. In the heavy-duty pickup space, rivalry is fierce. The Silverado 3500HD goes head-to-head with trucks like the Ford F-350 Super Duty and the Ram 3500, each with its own strengths. Whether it's exclusive engine options, chassis tuning, or payload and towing numbers. For 2026, Chevrolet's approach is likely to emphasize a combination of reliability, strong powertrains, and a driver environment that feels productive rather than merely capable. If you're evaluating HD trucks, you'll want to consider how easy it is to install and manage a heavy load with the available hitching options and trailer controls. How the suspension and steering feel when you're not towing, because comfort on normal days matters for long drives and daily commuting. How the technology stack integrates into your workflow, including fleet management and service intervals. Practical takeaways for potential buyers. If your day-to-day involves very heavy tows, the Duramax diesel option is worth a close look. It tends to deliver more torque at low RPMs, which makes starting and moving loaded trailers easier and more confident on grades. If you're more about daily driving with occasional heavy lifting, the gasoline V8 option offers a straightforward, reliable powertrain with familiar performance and potentially lower upfront costs on certain trims. Regardless of drivetrain, check how the HD's bed, features, tie-downs, lighting, and hitch options align with your typical load and site conditions. Consider the cab configuration and seating for your crew. If you're hauling workers, you'll want comfortable seating, good visibility, and accessible controls for long shifts. What we don't know yet, and why you should stay tuned. As of now, Chevrolet hasn't released official specs for the 2026 Silverado 3500HD. That means numbers like horsepower, torque, exact towing and payload ratings, and the precise feature package lists are still under wraps. The safest approach is to watch for official powertrain choices and their outputs, exact preferred axle ratios and gearing for different bed configurations and towing setups, confirmed interior technology packages, screen sizes, and standard versus optional equipment by trim. Real-world testing results from press fleets and early buyers that reveal how the 2026 HD behaves in daily rigging and on long hauls. If you're considering a Silverado 3500HD for work or heavy-duty use, what should you do next? Start with your workload estimates, monthly miles, weekly tows, trailer lengths, and payload requirements. This will guide your engine choice and the right trim level. Talk to your dealer about test drive opportunities that include a trailer hookup scenario, so you can experience how the truck handles a loaded gooseneck or fifth wheel in a realistic setting. Inquire about after-sales, service intervals, and the availability of fleet-friendly features that help with maintenance scheduling, remote diagnostics, and driver training. Keep an eye on official Chevrolet press releases, spec sheets, and media days. The 2026 Silverado 3500HD will likely be accompanied by a detailed owner's manual and a series of brochures that spell out standard equipment, optional packages, and real-world performance targets. Closing thoughts and what this means for you. The Silverado 3500HD has always stood as a workhorse you can rely on for the demanding tasks that keep businesses moving and families stocked with gear for weekend projects. The 2026 model year is poised to continue that tradition, potentially delivering improvements in comfort, technology, and ease of use without compromising the rugged, capable nature that defines heavy-duty Chevrolets. If you value a truck that can carry a heavy payload and tow large trailers while still offering a cabin that treats you well on the highway, the 3500HD remains a compelling choice in its class. Before we wrap, a quick reminder. The exact specs for the 2026 Silverado 3500HD aren't official yet. This video laid out what to expect based on Chevrolet's past patterns and the needs of HD buyers. Once Chevrolet releases the official details, we'll be here with a full update. Numbers, packages, options, and a fresh real-world test to see how it stacks up against its toughest rivals. If you found this overview helpful and you want more deep dive videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the bell so you won't miss our follow-ups when the official specs drop and when we have hands-on driving impressions. If you've already got your hands on a 3500HD and you've driven it in real-world conditions, drop a comment below with your experiences. Towing, payload, ride quality, and how the tech actually behaves in daily use. We read every comment and love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we break down real-world testing data, towing performance, and a full feature-by-feature comparison with the competition, so you can decide whether the 2026 Silverado 3500HD is the right tool for your job. Safe travels, and as always, stay strong, stay savvy, and keep your gear ready for the next haul.